Okay guys, I'm going to share my trade with you guys. I'm going to show you your perfect entry points. We're going to get all of these. I got 4 charts up. I'm going to get all the important elements into this, and you see over here on the right, I have the, this is the Bitget platform to trade. I'm going to show you how to get this chart in. There's 2 methods. One is if a chart is already charted for the Bitget exchange, you can just grab the coordinates and then import those coordinates here. Some people say they have issues with coordinates. So I'm going to show you another method. And actually this method is nice because you can get any chart I have and you can actually import those charts into the Bitget platform to trade. So I'm going to show you that method. So those that had issues with coordinates, this should solve that problem. But the main thing is I want to make sure you have all of these important elements. We're going to get this ring in so you know potentially when the pump's going to happen. I'm going to show you why I believe a pump is going to take place pretty soon. And we're going to get these important trend lines. You see this is our resistance, support, resistance. So we're going to get these lines in as well. And also on the M1 chart, we're going to get this major support level. And again, if you watched that previous video, I told you if we push up and likely point to put in a short, it'd be 22,800. And I'm going to show you how to enter these trades, set a stop loss, all that. Guys, I hate when I go to a video and I watch it and someone says, oh, subscribe to my channel. You know, I might just want to get the information from that video and then never come back. So asking someone to subscribe, I get it. So that's why I don't ask people to subscribe. I think asking you to hit the like button is not too much to ask. So, guys, I have a lot to cover here. Sorry for repeating myself, but basically I want to make sure you understand how to get this in, how to trade it, and I do expect a pump pretty soon. So this was a video where I was talking about this A1 chart that I expect us to get a pump as we approach this ring. You can see every time we hit these rings, we get pumped previously. I'll put a link to this video now if you want to check it out. And by the way, in this video, I told you guys, I said, make a comment below. It's just 1,500 comments. Actually, it's half that many. I just reply to every comment. That's why it says 1,500. But I asked you to leave a comment. A lot of people are making a comment saying, you know, they want Sol or they want ETH or these coins, and there's just duplicate comments. Guys, go back to this video, look for a chart that you like, and just leave a like, all right? Leave a like by it. The ones that have the most likes shows me the most interest. So rather than leaving a new comment for Sol, go back to one that you find and leave a like. And you'll notice the ones that I have a heart by, for instance, ETH right here. A lot of people requesting ETH, ADA, XRP, Matic, SPY, Tesla, Apple. So those are ones I'm going to create. So go through. Someone wants Chainlink here, but only got 2 likes. If you want Chainlink, you know, come leave a bunch of likes on this comment. I'll put a heart by it, saying, and then you'll know that chart will be created. But you can see that's what I've done here. Cardano, Shiba, ADA. There's 10 likes here for ETH. So you can see ETH's a popular coin people want to get. Atom, more ETH. So again, go through these comments and just leave likes on the ones you want. I'll come back later and see what's the most requested charts, and those are the charts I will create. And again, you'll be able to get these charts into Bitget using this method I'm going to show you. So again, if you do sign up for the charts, guys, if you sign up to the charts, you get access to Discord and Twitter. But what I want to point out is when you get access to my charts, when you click the link, it loads up, it plays out live. You have your price targets. The only thing is you can't edit the chart. And this method I'm going to show you where you add vertical lines and price labels, you'll need to have this chart saved as your own. So if you do get access to my charts, when you load up the chart, on the top right, you'll see a copy icon. If you click that copy icon, you can save the chart as your own into your TradingView account, and then you can grab the coordinates or, put different elements onto the chart and edit it. So I just want to point that out. But again, this 14 hours ago, I said it's pretty obvious where your resistance level is. And right here on the A1BD chart, you see we got rejected at 21,005. Well, this was our resistance. I said this is likely, this is a point to put in a short. You can see we kept getting rejected. This is next support level 21,200. And you can see how this played out. Let me go to this chart. See, we got rejected right here. You gotta watch out for the lick wicks, guys. That's why you need to put a stop loss. It's a gamble with your stop loss, but you can see ultimately we did get rejected here. We came down, we did drop below it, but notice we held support next time we tested it. So again, prices are respecting these points. That's why it's key that we get these lines into the Bitget platform so you know where your entries are. But most importantly, when we approach this ring, I expect us to get a pump. And you might be saying, well, how do you know we're going to get a pump at this ring? Well, I made tweets about this. I think I made a video about it. And I was telling people, because how well we're respecting this blue ring previously, this is published on August 6th, because every time we approach one of these blue rings, we get a pump or right up it. It made sense when we approached this ring. See the pivot ring? absolute top if we push up. So expecting when we hit this ring, we'd push up, and we cross it, we would drop. You see how this played out? We wrote, as soon as we approached the ring, we rode up it. That's what I'm saying. I'm expecting a pump soon. And once we crossed it, we dropped down a support and we pushed back up. Well, if you'll notice, we're coming up on this next ring. See how we're price respecting this? Support, support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, and support. So these are the two key lines. I'm going to help you get these 4 lines in, and it'll help you get this this ring in, which actually will just be a line, but again, I'll show you that method. Sorry this is running long, but this is all important information you need to know. But again, I do expect Bitcoin to get a pump, so I'm going to share my long trade setup. I'm going to show you how to get this into Bitget. So make sure you create an account with my link below, so you're ready to go, and then you can come back to this video and just follow it along. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and get these key lines in. So if you'll notice the A1 chart, these lines are pretty much the same lines as this A1BG chart. So let me show you how coordinates work. So this is a Bitget platform right here. Now I'm already in a trade, so I am under a demo. So if you go to right here, if you go to the home page of Bitget, you'll notice right here it says futures. This is USDT demo. Now, if you want to trade, actual trade, you would create the chart and use USDT futures. I'm just doing USDT demo because this allows me to start from scratch. It's not going to interfere with my actual trade. So, first thing, guys, I use log scale, so make sure you take log scale on down below, and make sure you're on the 1 hour, and we are on the 1 hour, so it matches. So the first thing, guys, if you want to use coordinates and you have the chart saved as you're on, so you can do that, all you have to do is double click on a line. It says trend line here, and you see the coordinates, all right? And I did notice if you copy and paste coordinates, for some reason it screws up. You need to type in the coordinates. So we're just going to draw a trend line here, just like this, and let's make it white so it matches. Just double click it to get the coordinate box or the information. So now we have it white. I just drew a random line. What's important is we're going to use these coordinates to get this line to match. Now this is a method using coordinates. Again, I'm going to show you how to use the other method, which is using a vertical line for a date and price labels to match. It'll make sense when I show you. So if you want to use coordinates, guys, basically just you just type in the coordinates. So the first box, 22914.5. The next one is 21268.5, and then this one is -235, and this one is 413. And you can see now we have this line, all right? So this line right here that is currently our resistance, we now have that right here. And you see that matches. Now if it seems a little off, guys, some people had issues with coordinates, you notice that the wick is below it, you can just pull this down just a little bit to make it match to where it looks close to it. And one thing you can do is if you have a price label here, 21,526, we can add a price label just to see how close it is. 21,518, right? Just to get an idea, so you can pull it up a little bit to get it to match. But at least you have the right angle. So this is the first method. And what you can do is you can just come straight down and just below this point. So if we put this price label at 21,532, right? Let's just move this down just a tad. All right. So one thing you can do, the main thing is once you have the angle, all these lines are parallel. So what you could do is just bring this price label right down below, right onto this next line, which is 21,204. Just highlight it, Control C, Control V, and then just bring it down. We'll duplicate this price label, bring it down to match. That's and you can actually just type it in, double click it, and put in that price. So 21,204, right? And then just bring that line down to that point. Now you have that support level. Just showing you ways you can get these charts in. So this is one method using coordinates. The other method, this is a little bit more complicated, but if you want to get any chart I have created, whether it's Ethereum, ADA, if it's charted for Coinbase or charted for Bitstamp, the coordinates will not match for Bitget anyways, because if it's USD or USDT, the price different. There's a price difference, and across exchanges there's a difference in price. So another way to do this, and let me show you this as well. So, since we got this, let me go ahead and just do this. All right. So that's a pretty simple method to get this in. When we get the ring and the other chart, the other lines or elements from the M1 chart, I'll show you the second method. But for now, I mean, this is pretty straightforward. So 20,955. So let's just do another price label here. And let's just put it right above that candle. And let's make it match. So this will be 20,955. Hit OK. And we'll just Control C, Control V, and pull this down. So now you have this next support level. And if you want the next support level below, same thing, guys. Just bring it on down, right? This is 20,703. 20,703. And click OK. Control C, Control V, and bring it down. And now you have that support level as well. So that is how you can get these support levels in. Let's get this one also. Let's move this. Right, hold on. I just copied it. So let's bring this up. And I could put a vertical line here just to make sure. I mean, you want to get these somewhat accurate. Don't have to be exact. Okay, so 22,047. So let's change this to 22,047. All right, same thing, guys. Just Control C, Control V, and push it on up. Because again, these lines are parallel. Once you have the angle, that's all you really need. So now you have these lines in that you can trade. You have your resistance, you have your support. But now we need to get the ring. All right, so actually let's go to the M1 chart. All right, this is the A1 chart. So we're going to do the ring afterward. So right now, what we want to get. So I told you in that previous video, if we push up, I think the highest point we'll go is 22,849. Because this is a guideline I've been talking about. Every time we hit it, we short it, and we have this Fib retracement that's going to be resistance as well. So it's pretty simple to do that. We can just go into a horizontal line, right? So just go to horizontal line, and that price is around 22,850. So we'll just scroll up. All right, let me pan down a bit. So 22,850. All right, so pretty much right here. And I think BitGet might be like $20 less. I always move it down a little lower because I want to get my entry sooner. So we know that this right here, let's make this red so this matches. All right, so this is that line we just added. That is this Fib retracement. This has been a lot of support and resistance. Now what we need is this guideline right here, because this is a very key resistance level. That's what I'm saying. If we push up, if we ride up that blue ring, the point to enter a short or take profit will be around 22,800. So this is the method. You notice normally I have this hidden down below. This is the dates. So we're going to use, this is the second method. This is how you can get this line to match with this chart. So what we're going to do, I have this on the daily. I think so. I guess we're going to have to take this down to the 1 hour. Hope it doesn't screw it up. Okay, so this is how we're going to get this line in. And again, this is using, so what you want to do is you want to match the date. So I have this chart on the 1 hour, have this chart on the 1 hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to find 2 points. So I'm going to use a vertical line. We're just going to pick a random point, something that's easy to remember. So this would be the 19th of August, 12 o'clock, right? So 19th of August, 2022, 12 o'clock. We're going to come over here and do the same thing. We do a vertical line. We want it to match. So 19th of August and 12 o'clock. And make sure it matches. I'm on UTC time. Actually, I need to change this. So this is set to UTC 4. I want this just on UTC. This way the times will match. So make sure it's UTC on both charts. And we do a vertical line. And this vertical line will be, again, August 19th, 12 o'clock. And you'll see why I'm doing this. Let me make this yellow so it matches. Alright, so now we have the same point on this chart and the same point on this chart. So now let's go past the point where we're going to short. Let's go over to September 3rd, 12 o'clock. We'll do the same thing. So September, hold on, let me put this on this chart. Alright, September 3rd, 12 o'clock. Alright, there we go. So now we have 2 lines. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So September 3rd, I got to zoom out a bit. All right, so September 3rd, 12 o'clock. All right, so now we have these two lines that match the lines over here. So now what we do is we put a price label right at this point, right? 23,686, and copy it, paste it. Now we put another one here. So now we have points to match. We have matching vertical lines that match this chart, and now we have price labels where these lines intersect. This is the method to get these elements into the BitGet platform. So all you have to do is do a price label, right? Click the price label, put it over the line, and we're going to put in that price. So that price is 23,686.28 roughly. All right, so let's zoom out so you can see it's right there. And we're going to do another price label. We're going to put it over this one. And that price will be right here, 21,989.26. So now we can get that guideline in here, because now you have your intersecting points. So now you go here, just do a trend line. You go from this point to this point, and bam, now you have your guideline. And that price right here that I said to short, right here, 22,868. Maybe raise this up a bit, but again, that it gives you a rough idea. This is how you get the elements into the elements from a different, so from Bitstamp, getting this line into the BitGet platform to trade. So now you have the point where you want to take profit or short. I mean, you could just use a horizontal line. I like to get the elements in. So now that we have that in, let's go ahead and get this line in, because this is a very key support level here on the M1 chart. So we already have these lines, right? So all we have to do is bring this down where this intersects. We already have the vertical lines, right? That's 21,040, and just bring this over here. Right? Let's bring that over here. So now we have where these points intersect as well. Make this red so it matches. So now we're going to get this support level in. So all we have to do is bring our price label over here, and let's type in this price, 21,040.99. All right, and let's do the same with this one. This will be 21,634, 21,634.84. All right, now we can get the support level in. You can right click it and put a visual order bring to front if it's in the back. So again, same thing. We just go from this point to this point, and now we have that support level. And if you want, so it's different. So we know this is a guideline, but since it's the same color, you can just double click it. You can make this yellow if you want. You can make it thicker. So basically, stuff from, or elements from the M1 chart are going to be yellow, and elements from the A1BG chart would be white. So now you have your guideline right here. You have this fib retracement line. You have your support level from the M1 line, right? And you have these from the A1BG chart. So that's all we need from this one. So we can go and get rid of the vertical lines. Those are the most important elements we need right now. Now we're going to get the ring. All right, so let's go to this chart here. So now we want the point we're going to make contact, all right? So we've already got these lines. These lines are pretty close to, the A1BD chart is similar to the A1 chart. I don't want to get these lines in, but I do want to get this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a vertical line here. So where this line intersects, all right, so this is right here. This is the 25th of August, 1800 hours, right? So let's do the same thing over here. Let's do a vertical line. All right, so this is August 25th, and it's 1800 hours. All right, so we have this line here, and let's put a price label. All right, so we'll go right here. We'll do a price label. And it intersects right here, right? So at 20,622. So let's put a price label here, right on this vertical line. It will be, all right, 2622.69. All right, that gives us the first point where this intersects. So the next point, all right, so let's do a vertical line. Let's just go, we don't need to grab this one. Let's just grab this one right here. So this, I can't get it right on it. We'll just do a little bit before. This is August 26, 1200 hour, 12 o'clock. So let's do the same thing. Let's come over here, vertical line. So that's the 26th of August, 12. All right, and then we're going to move this price label up to where it intersects that ring, right? Roughly 21. So let's bring this up here, move it right over the line, and type in that price. So 21376.28. Now we have another intersecting point, but I lost my other one. I need to keep it. Sorry guys, I'm kind of figuring this out and showing you at the same time. So we're going to keep that there. Let me bring this back to where it was. All right. So had this over that line, and this was 2622.69. All right. So you want to keep these price labels because that's where you're going to draw the line for the ring. And then let's do one more. So let's bring this up here to where this intersects. And let's do a vertical line. Roughly right there. And this is 2200 hours. It's the 2200 hours. And let's grab another label. Sorry guys, I was thinking there was an undo button on here and there's not. Alright, 21376.28. And this one is 21886.63. Alright, so that basically gives you the intersecting points for this blue ring. So what you could do, and this is quick and dirty guys, if I did create this fib circle on the BitGet exchange, I could give you the coordinates for it, but since it was created on the Bitstamp exchange, this is why you need to kind of wing it and use this method. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a trend line, right? And we're going to just go from this point here to this point here, alright? So we know that roughly that is where that ring is. I think Control Z, I think. So you get Control Z is undo, alright? Just so you know that. So basically it's going to go to this point right here. So this is basically just showing a marker where that blue ring is. So we're going to make this blue and thick. Alright, so there's that ring, or the first part of it. And we're going to draw another one from this intersecting point to this point. Alright, so now you have a rough idea where this ring is on the Bitstamp chart. Now you have it in the BitGet exchange. We could go higher. Let's just do one more just so we know where the top of this is. Alright, so we know that the point we're going to take profit is going to be around 23,850. So let's just do this. Let's put one more price label here, and that will be on, this is 4 o'clock. Alright, so one more guys. I know this takes a little time, but it's worth it to have the chart in. So this is the 28th of August, and this is 4 o'clock. So now we can put a price label here. And let's make it match. So that would be 23,812.29. 23,812.29. Okay, so now we have that. And now you can just draw this line, right? So we go trend line and just draw this line up to here. So now you have a rough idea where that ring is. And now we can get rid of these lines and these price labels. So now you have the most important elements from the different charts. You have your key support and resistance levels from the A1BG chart. You now have the ring, so you know potentially, and this is a key support level. So something like this could happen. This might be a great entry right here. This could be a point to potentially do a scalp short, but basically you know that this is a very strong support level. And as we approach this ring, this is where I expect price to push up until this point you take profit and you get out. So let me get rid of that. Okay, so we got the chart in. Let me check and see. So this is that same, the G1 chart, this is that support level. This is a great entry right here, 21,229. I got in a little higher than that point. I have my stop loss below this point. If it comes down, I get stopped out. That's fine. And I'm going to show you different scenarios that can play out. It is possible. So let me go ahead and bring this over. I'm going to show you how to enter a trade as well. Now keep in mind this is demo. All right, they give you SUSDT to trade with. All right, hold on. But I'm going to show you how to enter a trade and how to do this. So I've already entered my trade. Now, if you want to, what you can do, and this is how if you enter a trade, which what I do is I use a horizontal line. And when you put a horizontal line here, it shows the price to the right. So my stop loss is below this point and this point, because I'm hoping that we do not break this support level. So I already entered around here, right? Around, let's see, I think 21,260, around that area, hoping it does not break this point. But just in case, I have my stop below this. Let me zoom in. So I have my stop loss below this point. Let me give you a price label so you can see this. So my stop loss is below 21,138. So what you can do is you can do a horizontal line and you can see your price here. So when you set your stop, you'll know that your stop loss, you can type it in, 21,100. And we know that our take profit, well, is up here around 22,800. So if you're going to enter a trade, I can tell you this, if you enter now, this is probably a terrible point to enter a trade because we're at resistance. What would be ideal, all right, I'm just showing you how to trade these charts also. What would be ideal is if we push up, right, hold support on this trend line here, that would be a great entry, all right? But we could still bounce down this, right, because this goes lower. So if that played out, all right, hold on, let me move this so I can stop clicking on that. So one way to play this, so if we did push up and we held support, this would be a good entry right here. Let me make this green for buy. So if we pushed up and held support on this trend line, right now this line has been resistance, right? This is resistance, resistance, resistance. It's still resistance right now. So it would be, that would not be a great entry point for a long. Let me get rid of these squigglies. So the best way to play this is if we get above this line and hold support, this would be a good entry. However, if we drop back down, well, your next entry would be 21,259 to potentially 21,190. That'd be a great point to enter your trade. Just showing you, if you never long resistance because it can come right back down and stop you out. So if it gets rejected here, you wait till you come down to potentially 21,256 or 21,186 to enter your trade. If this breaks, guys, well, you have another point to enter down here, and that's even a better entry. So potentially you could enter at 20,927. But as we approach this ring, I expect price to push up until we cross it, and then we'll have a lot more downside. So let me just show you how I play this if I was going to enter this trade right now. So I would not enter at this point, but let's say price comes down. Let's say price is now, let's say price gets rejected here and comes down to this point, and price happens to be right here. So I would set my stop loss, all right? So this line right here is going to be my stop loss. I would have my stop loss down below this line because this is a very key support level. Once this support level breaks, we're probably coming down to this point where I re-enter. So right here you can see 21,087, and my take profit, again guys, is right up here around 22,850. So to enter this trade, and we are assuming that price is down at 21,256, basically you just come over here, I choose a market. I like to pull the trigger. I don't like to use a limit because price might push up, trigger your stop, may come right back down, or vice versa. So click on market, choose your leverage. So for this trade, we're going to use 40 times leverage, and for SUSDT, I have 2,763. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use $500 on this trade. You tick on take profit and stop loss, right? So this is where you're going to put your take profit, and this is where you're going to enter your stop loss. So we know our take profit is up here, right? This yellow line is the God line, and this line here is our fib channel line on the M1 chart. So take profit, let's put it a little bit lower, all right? So we're going to say 22,750. So I'm going to do a horizontal line, and we'll make this so it's different. We'll just make this orange. So this will be my take profit, 22,750. So right here, take profit, 22,750. All right. So when it hits this point, it's automatically going to take profit. Your stop loss. So right here, I have my stop. You can see on the right here, 21,087. So you just put in 21,087. 0.087. Well, 0.5 is what I have. So now you have your stop loss set, you have your take profit and your stop loss, and all you have to do is go buy long. And now you're in your trade. And you can see here, so in this, again, I was saying if price was down here, that's the ideal point. Since we're entering a trade at resistance, this is a terrible entry because we can come right back down and you're going to be in the negative until we hit support. So your best entry is to wait till we come down and test 21,256 or potentially 21,184. Still, that would be a good stop loss below this point. And again, if we break the support level and we come down to, let's say, 20,950, well, then you would enter right here and you set your stop loss just below this point because we'll bounce down this point. But I expect what's going to happen is, regardless, I'm going to show you different scenarios. So you can see I'm in the negative right now. Using $500 at 40 times leverage, how much we're below this line? I'm already down 13 bucks. Remember, if you did 50 times leverage with $2,000, you could be way in the hole, but then again, if you're in the positive, you're going to be making a lot of money too. But again, so what I'm showing you is this is why I said this is a bad entry. We were at resistance and we're coming down and I'm losing money. That's why your best point to enter is at support. So if we were down here, this is a great entry point. Again, that would be right here. I hate there's no undo button here. So a great entry point again is 21,263. If that breaks, another entry point is 21,182. But just to show you, regardless, and again, I'm just showing you all the scenarios. If we do push above, let me get rid of this. So let's say that we push above, guys. This is the other entry. So if we push above this resistance and hold support, that would be an entry point for you as well. But remember, we can still bounce down this point. As long as you're above this, you'd have your stop just below. Just want you to understand how stop losses work and how it can help you from losing money. But I do believe what's going to happen. So possible scenarios. So we come down, hold support, resistance, support, but I believe as we approach this ring, we're going to start pushing up, all right? We're going to start pushing up this ring, and I believe the point where you'd want to take your profit, again, oh, this is driving me crazy. Yeah, give me the cross, thank you. So again, the point you want to take your profit is up here, and once we cross this ring at resistance on the M1 chart, this is where you would take profit or enter a short. And again, a short is just the opposite of what I just showed you on a long. So let me show you that as well. So if this does play out, it does not have to play out, guys. I'm just saying, based on this chart, every time we approach the blue ring, we get a pump. And that's why I use a stop loss. If we go sideways and let's say this does not play out, maybe we cross this ring and drop. Well, sometimes that's what happens. That's why I use a stop loss to protect yourself. So if that does play out, you get stopped out, you wait for the next trade. But if it does play out, this is a hell of a long trade. And then you could enter a short up here. So let me show you how to enter a short. And one great thing is you can, with Bitget, you can have a long and a short open at the same time. I hope this is making sense, guys. When you're doing this, you plan it out, but it doesn't always play out exactly as how you expect it to. So let me show you how you enter a short. So right now I'm in a long right now. Okay, so you can see your entry. By the way, guys, if you are in a trade, let's say that price pushes up. Say price is up here, and you want to raise your stop loss, right? So price holding support here. You want to keep your stop. If you enter and price is pushing up, if you raise your stop loss, you'll either break even or still be in profit. So if you want to adjust your stop loss, go to open orders, click on take profit, stop loss, and right here you'll see it says stop loss and take profit. So you can change this. Just click on the pen tool, and then right here just type in your stop loss. So we're adjusting our stop loss here. We moved it up to 21,260. Just click on this and type 21,260. Hit confirm, and now it adjusts your stop loss. All right, so that's how you adjust that. Same with your take profit. Just type in where you want to change your take profit point, hit confirm, and now your take profit point changed. So let me show you how to enter a short. All right, so if we do push up and this does play out, okay, so let's say price is up here, right? This price is down here. This is kind of weird doing this, but let's say price is up here, right? And you want to enter a short. Well, how you would do this is it's the opposite. When you do a short, you set your stop above where you enter. So let's say price is right here and you want to short here. So you would set, let's just use this red line that's the fib tracing line. That's going to be where our stop loss is. That's 22,864. And our entry will be this this orange line right here. So obviously price would be there. That's where we enter. Price is down here. This is a little weird doing this. But basically to do a short, so we would go, all right, click on market. Cost value, we're going to do 500 bucks. And we're going to take this off because we're going to enter a new trade. So your stop loss, right? You want to make sure your stop loss is above where you enter. So we'll set our stop at, stop loss will be, and you can see it right here, guys, 22,866, 22,866. Take profit, okay, since we're shorting, your take profit, well, I think once we top out here, we're coming way the hell down. You could leave take profit empty, not put anything there, or just put in something way the hell down here, and you can always adjust it later. So let's just put our take profit down here at 20,500. All right, so 20,500. So when it hits this point, it's going to exit your trade. You're going to take your profit, and your stop loss will be up here at around 22,866. And then you go sell short. Now I'm in a short as well, but I'm short from this point. Obviously, you would enter your short when you get up to this point. Just want to show you how to enter a stop loss to protect yourself. You know, how to play the charts. You want to long support, all right? So your best entry to long is at support. When price comes down to 21,264, ideal point to enter. If that breaks, you know, your next point to enter is 21,200. Always have your stop loss in a long just below critical support, all right? If we come down to this point, well, your stop loss would be down below this point. That's how you long. If you're shorting, all right, let's make this red for shorting. If you're shorting, all right, if you enter right here, have your stop loss just above where you enter, all right? So if it pushes up, you know, you're going to be losing money, it'll stop you out. But I do expect what's going to happen, and go back and watch this video again to get these elements in, but I am expecting as price approaches this blue ring, the key is to find the best entry, right, with the stop loss as close as possible without getting stopped out as price approaches this blue ring to start pushing up to our point to take profit or to enter a short after we cross this ring, which I expect us to have a lot of downside. Hope that makes sense, guys. I'll try to refine this and make this a little easier so next time it's not so long and drawn out. But again, guys, if you do want to, let me move this over here. Let's see here. But if you do want to get access to these charts, again, the website here is octarcrypto.com. And again, I'm going to create new stocks, so go back to the video and leave or like the comment for the certain charts you want. I'll be adding these to the website soon. I do have tutorials teaching my method. For $49 a month, you get access to all the Bitcoin charts, altcoin charts, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. And remember my big affiliate links down and pinned in the first comment description. So use that, create an account, and then just follow the steps I just showed you in this long-ass video about how to get these elements in. But I do expect what's going to happen, just like I showed you. Let me get rid of the stuff here. Just like I showed you previously when we hit that previous ring. And I can show, let me zoom out and show you this real quick. You can see how what price is respecting this blue fib circle. Right here it was support, resistance, resistance, support, rode up it as resistance. And this is a while back when I was telling people to enter that trade. So I expect this is what's going to happen. As we approach that next blue ring, we're going to start pushing up it. As soon as we cross, we'll come down. And we're approaching this blue ring now. Hold on. So I expect the same thing to play out. And again, it can play out a number of ways. This is one scenario. We come down, hold support. This would be a great entry. Then I think as we approach this point, we'll start pushing up. If we do come down and break this support, you know, this would be a good entry here. Maybe we come up, then we hold support, and we push up. So this would be your entry. Or if we come down lower, again, you have your next support level. So if we drop down, this becomes resistance, we hit support here, then we can start pushing back up and riding up this blue ring. But just going by this blue ring previously, every time we approach it, we get a pump. But it's also possible, you know, we could just cross this and get a dump. That's why it's important to use a stop loss to protect yourself. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I will keep you guys updated on Twitter and Discord. Till the next video, trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.